Ever feel like your emotional highs are higher than others and your lows are lower? If so, ask your doctor about a bipolar disorder screening. This condition, also called manic depression, is a condition of extremes. It can even run in families. How your brain works and even its structure might figure in too. Proper diagnosis and treatment can help you manage your life and feel more stable. Your depression goes way deeper than just feeling down. Bipolar depression shows up in different ways for different people. You might have trouble sleeping, or you might sleep too much, and even find it hard to get up. The smallest decisions can seem huge. Overwhelming feelings of failure, guilt, or deep loss can trigger suicidal thoughts. Other signs to look for. You feel like you can't enjoy anything. You find it hard to focus. You eat too little or too much. You're weary and your movements seem slow. And you could be forgetful. For a bipolar disorder diagnosis, you must have several depression symptoms that make it hard for you to function every day for at least 2 weeks. You have bouts of over-the-top energy and excitement. This is mania. It's a high that goes way beyond happy or joyful. Some people have it often, others hardly ever. Hypomania is a milder form of this feeling. It doesn't turn into psychosis, lose touch with reality, like mania can, but it's part of a bipolar diagnosis. You might feel great and get a lot done, but those around you might see changes in your mood and activity levels. To get a diagnosis of bipolar disorder, you must have had at least one manic or hypomanic experience. Signs of manic behavior include your mood isn't comfortable. It might feel good at first, especially after depression, but it quickly becomes erratic and out of control. Your judgment swerves way off. You take extreme risks. You make bad decisions with no thought for what might happen. For instance, you might spend money recklessly or have risky sex. You get bad-tempered and angry. You feel strung out or edgy. You could also find it hard to sleep. You might talk super fast and hop subjects or think you can do too many things at once. Some episodes can mix mania and depression. For example, you might feel hyper-energetic and full of despair at the same time. Bipolar disorder runs in your family. The chance that you'll have bipolar disorder goes up if your parents or brothers or sisters have it. But it doesn't always happen that way. For example, studies of identical twins show that one twin might have the illness, while the other doesn't. You have another illness, such as psychosis, anxiety, ADHD, or a drug or alcohol addiction. Some bipolar disorder symptoms are a lot like other conditions. They can be hard to separate and diagnose. For example, mania can feature psychotic symptoms. You might think you're famous or have superpowers. On the flip side, with manic depression, you might think you've ruined your life in some dramatic way. How to get help when you are diagnosed. About 2.6% of the U.S. population have a diagnosis of bipolar disorder. It usually comes on at about age 25, but it can happen earlier. There are different types too. Symptoms can happen or not happen along a wide spectrum. A life chart is a good way to track your moods and help your doctor diagnose whether you have bipolar disorder. You'll record details about your moods, sleep patterns, and events in your life. If you're on a manic swing, you might feel up and capable, but a look at the big picture will show you how a down will follow. The info also will give your doctor a window into your day-to-day, even hour-to-hour life to decide how best to proceed with treatment if needed. Thanks for watching, and I hope you see you soon on future videos, where we explore the good and more sinister parts of our psyche.